Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I wanted to thank everybody that's booked a reading with me, and yeah, anybody else, I'm really sorry. This thing here, I was really overwhelmed for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and you would know. And Kay, I'm thinking about you. I'll try to call you later on today, so that I wanted to do like a reading channeling the karmic and your DM's energy. So welcome everybody, and I wanted to thank you guys for the love and everything. I really appreciate you guys. So sadness and I got 2 more cards. Never too late. One last card. We will never meet again. I'm telling you, this thing here is a done deal for some of your DMs and the karmic, and you can see it here. Sadness, never. It's too late. We will never see each other again. I don't even have to explain any of this, as I'm trying to go through this reading a little bit quicker. Meditation. I know already what this is. It's the karmic's energy. I'm telling you, this girl here or guy, shout out to all of you men, in the room, because I'm starting to see you, and you're like a mystery to me. One day I'm going to have to get my hands on one of you and ask you what the true deal is, especially the ones who consider themselves, like divine masculine, in that masculine energy. Anyways, I can feel the karmic, he or she, just like being in this state here. This is not meditation. Let's check for the 4 of Swords. This is pure like laying down and thinking about this thing over and over again. Soul song. For those who know, there's a song from like Destiny's Child. It's like it says, there's no way that her love could be as good as mine. There's no reason for you to even go and waste your time. I don't know the title of the song. I'll put it, in the description box, but that's exactly. This here are the type of vibes that you're sending the karmic, and I'll tell you something. The girl, she starts to understand that she's not she's no competition compared to you. Do you see these cards here? Some DMs are done with their karmic. You better believe what I'm channeling. Some DMs are done with their karmic. These cards will guide me. Yeah, these cards will guide me. I need one last card here. Healing. I'm liking that energy. The end of the day, we've been getting that energy when it comes, to DM. And when I see this here, I am not surprised, And I'm telling you something else. DMs focus. When I see this, you are the universe here, is on something else but the karmic. I'll tell you, it's you, but it's also like this new found sense of like something better, bigger and better around them. I can tell you, for some of you, your DM, he was never a believer, and I'm saying you're going to make a believer out of him. That's like your core mission, basically, for those who know. But I can see him here in the energy of healing and focusing on the matters, of this world here. Not even the world, like the universe, the stuff that we are talking about, Yeah. So you heard it some more. As to DM and the karmic energy. This karma here, yeah, this karma is real for some of you, and it's been coming up a lot, You better believe it, that it has entered for some of you, this like household or relationship or whatsoever. And this card, to me, it adds madness, to a situation. But this here is justice, for you. It's been served. in the 3D experience, and this thing is like crazy around them, and you just have to read the cards, you know, because I'll tell you something, at the end of the day, sorry, her love will never be as good as yours, you know. Some more. Do you see that? For some of you, I can tell you, these guys here, they had like a true love, or girls, they had a true love affair with the karmic. But you can see the disconnect here. And I'll tell you something, this is also the energy of the karmic, because for her, for some of them, some karmics are going to go for their true divine match. Others are going to be hanging to this thing here. Well, I can see a karmic hanging on to something that she's going to lose. Because at the end of the day, the love that she had for DM was strong, you know, which is why this element of madness is there for her, or with her, or within the situation. This here is a little bit like she never saw this thing here coming. She thought, you know, it was like the perfect match, the perfect fit, you know, between her and your DM. And this is like a rude awakening, people. Yes, she can feel your DM, and if you pay attention, you'd be able to feel him too slipping away from her. The fact that he's like standing his ground, this here a little bit. First of all, let's acknowledge this sadness here, and I'll tell you it's because she really fell hard for this guy. And for some time, this guy here, he told the karmic, or this girl told the karmic, you know, that he shared this kind of heart space here. Well, I'll tell you, somebody's definitely disconnecting from that there. And I can feel it's your DM, and I'll tell you because of this Emperor here, I know it. Let's acknowledge her sadness, or somebody's sadness in the mix, you know, and what she doesn't like is that DM is standing, you know, his ground, and you can check it, is the Emperor, you know. It's a little bit like if she kept him with the money, he's out, he's making his own money. If she housed him, he's out, he's deciding to take like his own place, and I can see it here with the Hermit. If, you know, I don't know, this kind of scenarios, you know, she never thought this guy was going to bust up on her this way. I don't see the card for children, but I've been channeling children a lot in my readings lately. It's a little bit like, you know, I'm going to be a father, but at the end of the day with the Hermit, I no longer want to deal with you. I can see it here. And I'll tell you something else, as I'm seeing this Justice card here, and that's the energy that I'm channeling for the moment. People, you know, like, it's not easy being a divine feminine and being on this journey. I believe that we take a lot of things, you know, that are unfair, sometimes cruel and things like this, and I'm telling you, this karma is going to be served left and right. It's been coming up in my readings too. Just make sure that you keep your energy as high as possible. Do not worry about the karmic, and this here a little bit is like, leave it for God, people. Leave it for God. I'm telling you, he's going to take care of you. He's going to take care of you good in the situation that I'm seeing here. This here. Yeah, people, your divine masculine, for some of you, past the stage that I'm feeling here, as to him standing his ground and being done with the karmic. You can check it out, people. I can see a communication definitely coming your way, and you can see how the love has switched, you know, from being in the karmic and disconnecting from her to actually telling you how much they care for you. And here you are, people. This here is for you. As I'm switching decks here, this here is for you. You're here. Yeah, this guy here, I'll tell you something. Keep your energy high. Let this karma be served. Let the whole thing play out. I keep telling you, because if you keep your energy high and show him that you're a true divine feminine, he will regret the memory of you. And I'll tell you why. It's because he will compare you to the karmic. The classier you are, the least you know she's going to shine in his eyes. I'm not saying have patience for nothing, but the cooler you remain, the more you know her outbursts are going to be like, no, 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 I don't want this, you know. I'm saying do not even try to be in this mix here. Let it implode without your doing. But I'm telling you, this guy here, he's been thinking of you. I can see it here. And some of them are ready to call you to declare this thing to you. You can see it here, the energy of regret around the things that have happened between you guys. And the Six of Cups, I'm telling you, he's disconnecting from the karmic, manning up to the karmic, standing up his ground to the karmic, because at the end of the day, he keeps the memory of you. And that's that. Some more. It's really funny, you know, because it's like a little bit of the idea that your DM himself has felt trapped in the past by this situation. And this here may be specific, you know, but you guys, for some of you, you know your karmics. Well, I can tell you, I can see a DM here who's been like under the karmic's cup, literally. And you can see it here. Nothing but regret and the dark night of the soul. This thing here was never love at the end of the day, because you know my cards, which is why I love numbers. This here I can read however I want. It was never love. This guy here is starting to understand what love is, and he sees this whole experience for some of you as somebody who was just trapped, you know, in the past in this situation that I don't think he appreciated it much, you know. I'll tell you, this here is a little bit like, you know, what glitters is not gold. Your DM is figuring that out about the karmic. Disenchanted, I am telling you. One last card here. Some people are going to start spending time with their DMs again. And you know, for those who followed me, I'm not trying to influence anybody. Anybody has free will, but I'm speaking my mind and sharing with you. And I think that some of you do not mind. Take the time with this guy here. If you want to build this new love with him, take the time to just spend time with him. And you can see it here. There's no energy of the Two of Cups. This is the Two of Pentacles, as to just like spending time with each other. That's how you rekindle this new love here, as I'm seeing this conversation coming in somebody's like direction, and it's going to be a conversation full of love, people. But I'll tell you, this new love, it starts by just spending time together to chase away these energies here. Your DM, at the end of the day, in his head, he's freeing his mind, you know, from a relationship that belongs in the past for him and that caused him pain at the end of the day. You gotta look at the bigger picture when it comes to this thing here, to this like karmic thing. If you're really sure about like your connection, then everything I'm telling you, you should have known that it was going to come to this point one day sooner than later. Meaning, you know, like him having the feeling I'm living the wrong type of life. You know, that's exactly what I'm seeing here. And there you are, DFs. This here, I'll tell you, it's a little bit like, you know, the universe has allowed this thing here to play out as long as it was supposed to. Well, I can tell you, this here is a little bit like time is up, people. Time is up. I can tell you, for a lot of you guys, I can see it here, lots of you guys and lots of you guys situation, this thing here, this karmic situation here, they're going to start coming to a halt, you know. And I can see it with the Justice card. This is divinely orchestrated, people. From this deck here, I have a card called like Soul Tree. If it comes out, I'm telling you, this karma and this stop to karmic energies is something that the universe is like, it's like a collective thing. The universe is orchestrating that, and I can see that sense of like synchronicity here. Many of us are going to be in this situation that I'm describing here. No more movement forward. I gotta take this card back, but I'm telling you the way it flew. But the karmic doesn't want this thing to end, which is why there is sadness here. But I can see these things here, they're not going to go forward much longer, you know, for some of you. Some of them are like really at it with your DM when it comes to his money. It's a little bit like, it's two scenarios that I'm seeing. If he was with her for the money, this girl here is like a little bit, she's arguing around that concept with him. You took from me, I gave you everything whatsoever. And if he's the one with the money, she's like, you know, before you leave, this is what's mine. It's two things. It's either like your karmic has pulled your DM in by giving him money, or the karmic for some of you was just there for the gain, you know, and I can see it here, because at the end of the day, all she's worried about is the pentacles, and that's the thing that they keep fighting about, you know, and you can see him here, so you would know how he's reacting to this thing. Like, you know, I gotta go find my queen, so whatever you say, it is what it is. This is not even the King of Pentacles, so I'll tell you this here. A true King of Wands does not give a F-U-C-K about nothing material. Believe me. Some more. Yeah, he's running away from, he's running away from this relationship that I can see is over here. It has run its course. Period. One last card. He's running away from the girl for some of you. Literally, like, you know, peace, I'm out. And I should have told you, I've seen the Nine of Pentacles in this deck here as like somebody just like being independent at this point. He's made up his mind, about this whole thing as to who this guy loves. And check this out, people. Guess who is here? Just chilling on the corner, you know, you. Some more. He's made up his mind, people. Yeah, do you see that? The world to the karmic, and him taking this leap of faith here. This reading is absolutely beautiful, and I hope you guys are catching it, you know. At the end of the day, her love was never as good as yours. At the end of the day, there's no reason for him to even go and waste his time with this karmic that I'm channeling here. This guy is ready for a new beginning, and I know it's, people. This new love here, this new sense of spending time together is real for some of you. Let the energy resonate and keep that vibration, you know, if you want it. And I can see communication, and a communication totally based on how you feel for each other coming your way. I can see this guy freeing himself from the situation, like, you know what, I'm out. You want money, I'll give you money. You want me to give you your stuff back, I'll give it back to you. I'm not even worried about this, because at the end of the day, I've made up my mind and I know who I care for. The woman is right here. She's my divine feminine. I'm taking this leap of faith. With or without you, karmic, is exactly what I'm hearing. One last card, but you can see it for yourself. And the Fool to the World card here. Check this World card out. To me, this is the Runner's card. Running away from a Two of Cups that's like played out and closing the cycle. And then the Fool appears. You better believe this, you know. One last card. Victory. In this new cycle that he's entering, I need one last. Abundant victory is what I see here. So much so that he'll be even able to share it with other people. I'm telling you, for this thing to reboot itself for your DM. All he has to do is to leave the karmic, and then this here is his, you know. A victory so great, you know, that this guy, he'll be able to share it with other people. I don't know what it means, you know. This karma is real, people. Believe me. Believe me. Let's go on. This balance is going to be restored one way or the other, and this justice in reverse, to me, I'm telling you, some people are going to get hurt in this mix here. And, you know, keep your vibration high. Don't wish that on anybody. Don't wish that on anybody. But if the universe, you know, feels like, you know, some people have done you wrong and it is their time, there's nothing you can do about it. Rejoice in celebration. Third eye chakra, I'm telling you, this message here is for you, DM. As this card here, I did a personal reading beforehand, it came out. I can tell you I'm like connected today. So if this reading here resonates with you, I'm telling you, you will see yourself, you know, rejoicing over this here. Some people are going to get the justice, you know, that is theirs, basically. Let me clarify this devil here. Oh, I got one card. This here is the energy that they both find themselves in. And let me tell you, this rejoicing in celebration is also what your DM is going for, people. As he's taking this leap of faith, please just grant me this third eye chakra. As I'm telling you that at the end of the day, you know, you don't know what... This here is actually the universe, but the universe in its negative form. The stuff that people call the devil or whatsoever. It is what it is. That's a subject for another reading. But this is the universe in its negative form that's like messing up a little bit with how these people have been to each other. Is really funny. It's like, I don't know how to explain this, you know, but it's like a little bit like a picture in color, and then this negative energy is coming to remove all the color, and you're seeing that, you know, as a Daltonian or something like that. Same picture but with a completely different feeling. That's exactly what these guys here are going through. The memories that they have are being like shattered by this negative energy here. And I'll tell you something for the ones who can understand. This universal negative energy, this karma, if you only knew that it's you who is doing that to them, you know. But you gotta be in your highest form. Is a little bit of like a paradox, you know, but for those who understand. Obstacles and challenges. I keep telling you, the karmic is not going to go down without a fight, and I can see it here with the temptation. This here, what I'm channeling a little bit, I will tell you, it's a little bit like, because they're karmics too, for some of you, the DMs, you know, entourage and environment, they'd rather have the karmic beside him because they are karmics as well. Some of you are going to see that DM's world, even past the karmic, will not necessarily be all open to you because of the things that have happened. I can see it here with the Six of Cups, if it makes sense to you. But don't worry, as I'm seeing this karma here being served. Even if his family or his world doesn't like you past the karmic, do not worry about this thing. They're going to see the truth about you sooner than later. Let me go on. Inner child. Self-sabotage. Your DM, he's used to such patterns, you know, and this sadness is real. Not just is he, but she is too. Is a little bit like this toxic type of relationships, you know, he's built himself on that. At the end of the day, she's used to self-sabotage, and he is too. Which is why this demo here ever existed, you know. Running away from your divine match at the end of the day. Yeah, people, it's madness, and I can see it here. And not just that, because they're falling, you know, on their ASS, this thing here is causing sadness to them. And I know why. It's because they will have to understand these patterns here that I'm talking about. And I can tell you something, your DM is going to make that advancement like much more quicker than the karmic, unless the karmic has like a divine match of her own, then her healing literally is going to be speeded, you know. But he's got you. Alchemy, he's definitely got you. And I will tell you something. This here to me, it signifies that for the time being your person was resonating with the karmic, but the moment he decided, you know, he had to what you call it, but like to make his vibration higher, she's no longer a match, and then the alchemy starts being with you, if it makes sense to you. But I'm telling you, with this alchemy card, I can see that the stuff that linked them, you know, is done. This attraction, you know, between them is done. Divine animal, alright. Your strength is doing that to them. Yes. People, you don't have to believe me, but for those who are really doing this thing and like keep pushing towards this limit, you know, of yours and whatsoever, believe me, your strength, your very strength, the strength that you're displaying on this journey is exactly the reason why this karmic, you know, demo is going this way. Because on your side, you're on the path of enlightenment. So the only advice I can give you, keep on pushing, people. See this thing like a competition with yourself, you know, not with the karmic, if it makes sense to you. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. This advice is not a bad one. You should consider it for some of you. Be in competition with yourself, you know, you're going to bend this karmic like she'll be gone. And if not, he's gone. The union card, people. This here, if it was not for the divine feminine underneath, for a private reading, I'd be like, what's going on? That's what's on his mind. Keep pushing forward, people. You will get your union. And one last card here, soul mating. I can see it here in this conversation and this new sense of spending time together that I'm seeing. I told you I can feel the energy of a divine masculine who's been telling me that energetically he's single. His focus is on you. You better believe it when you see these two cards here, you know, and I get the feeling that some of these DMs are totally done with the karmic. You can see it here, you know, like never too late. You know, we will never see each other again. Some of them are even mad, you know, with the karmic. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Queen of Swords, because I can tell you, some DMs are in this energy. I know I need one last card here. Oh. Let me see. The devil in reversed. I'm telling you, this here is a little bit like, it's the same idea like the justice card in reverse. You better believe that like this, the true negative forces, the ones who balance things instead of like, you know, waking up to inflict a hurt on people just because, but the true divine negative force is going to take care of this whole demo for you. You just stay in the positive, you keep walking towards your enlightenment, you know. Adjustment are required. This here is about what I told you earlier as to she's fighting him for like, you know, give me back what I gave you, or like how you're going to take care of me. I keep telling you, for some of them, that's the only thing that they have to talk about, you know, amongst each other. How we going to adjust the situation, and I'll tell you, is because some of them have families together. Nothing will come of this situation. Meditate and contemplate, which was, I think, the first card. this here I can tell you, I'm like, this here we will see in the next energies. But I'm telling you, it's a little bit like the karmic is plotting something against what I'm seeing here. She's really giving it a thought, like, how am I going to be like poison to his life, you know? The energy is gaining momentum. I know it. As to, you know what, for some of them, this here is a done deal. They can't even take it anymore. And I'm telling you, it's happening now for some of you. Expect a powerful change. Don't let pride get in your way for him to contact you, because these here are cards for your DM and your karmic. For him to contact you, he cannot be too proud to literally make the first move, you know, and surrender to the divine. I'm loving this, which we saw, you know, in this Fool card here. You better believe this guy here is taking a leap of faith towards you. You better believe that. And when I see this third eye chakra, yeah, he's definitely surrounding. So you saw the cards for yourself. Adjustment are required between the karmic and your DM. Nothing will come of the situation. The energy is gaining momentum. DM and the karmic can expect powerful change, which I'm seeing here. Don't let pride get in your way. I think that both of them will find themselves like pride, you know, when it comes to each other. And your DM, he may be even a little proud when it comes to you. And all this guy has to do is surrender to the divine. That's the way to you. And I'm seeing him doing that, you know. And I'll tell you, this reading is going to resonate even more with you. I can only see this Leo energy here. So let's keep that. If you're a Leo or your person is a Leo, this thing here is for you, though it is for everybody else as well, you know. One last card. Soul writing. I'm telling you what's happening, and you better believe it, as I'm seeing, you know, surrender to the divine and nothing will come of the situation. The same way it's written in the stars for you and him, it was written also that this karmic was going to be part of the mix. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just like a chapter. And you holding the whole book, people. So that there, I wanted to keep this reading short because I tend to like be too long. I just wanted to thank you very much for the love that I'm receiving. You know, I'm like running on faith alone because I'm really tired, but I wanted to tell you guys that I appreciate you, and this here is another gift from me to you. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a reading, everything is in the description. And if you want to donate to my channel, it will be kindly appreciated. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.